Plants, the green frontier. These are the discussions of the podcast Horticult. Its continuing mission to talk about strange new cultivars, to seek out new flowers and plant them, to boldly garden like no one has before. Hello, thanks for tuning in to the Horticult. On this episode of the podcast, me and Brad sit down with my lovely wife Sani and talk crazy talk. We first actually get into a serious topic about how a greenhouse worker was tragically killed here in a local nursery. Yeah, I think it's a problem in the greenhouse industry in that there's not a whole lot of money in nursery work, so they have really tight margins, and they end up using equipment that is not up to the level it should be. We talk about that, and then we talk about pot. Talked about pot in Utah, the difficulties that it's going through right now, and we just had fun. We just talked, and it was a good time, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get it on. So what was he doing? What was the
putting that paint or that shade stuff on the roof of the casitas.
So he uses a compressor?
Well, the thing is, I'm not really sure what kind of equipment they use. We use sprayers, big 100-gallon sprayers, and so the pressure, so there's a motor, right? Pressurizes the pressure pump, but the tank itself is not pressurized. So as you pull the trigger, the little hose is pressurized, but that's it. But what these guys, what they use, I think, is older equipment where there's a tank that's pressurized, a big, huge tank, and maybe it's like a 5,000-gallon tank or something.
So do you think, are they going to get held liable?
Oh, I guarantee it. As far as...
Because if they were using old, crappy equipment.
Yeah, crappy and/or... but here's the thing, though. It may be like, hey, we've used that for the last 45 years, and it's worked just fine. But you know how things like
regular maintenance, though. Yeah,
totally, dude, totally. So it's kind of like,
he was a resident? Was he? He wasn't a migrant worker.
No idea.
It said that he was a resident of Linden, but
yeah, that could be like he's temporarily living in a.
Yeah.
There's no way to know if he's H2A or not. But
dude, that sucks.
Yeah, hardcore. 39.
39, wow.
How old are you guys?
37.
Yeah.
I'll be 38.
38?
Yeah.
Blaine, you are so old, dude.
Happy birthday to me.
38, dude.
I'm okay with it.
You're just a baby child, you know?
Dude, I'm going to be like 40. Oh.
Dude.
I might as well just...
Being in your 30s, dude, like the whole world is at your fingertips in your 30s.
Yes.
Yeah, take it easy because it'll go fast.
Take it easy.
It's almost gone.
What?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
In fact,
bye-bye, 30s.
Yeah, let's just pretty much, yeah.
Peace out. I never liked my 30s.
What?
Just kidding.
Dude.
My 30s were awesome.
20s were kind of crappy.
Think about where I was. Oh, it's so true. 20s is like supposedly when it's like supposed to be the best. But then it's like...
You don't know a lot of stuff in the 20s.
Yeah.
Like, you're still kind of figuring out who you are.
I'm actually looking very forward to the 40s. I think the 40s are going to be awesome.
Oh, they've been great.
I mean, it does kind of suck to say you're 40.
Wait, what?
Why? 40's the new 20.
Dude, 40's new 20. It's going to be the 50 that's just like, what?
Can I die yet?
What?
I got 40 more years. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. You're not even midway.
Midway.
Yeah. As he gets this glazed look over his eyes, he's like,
now I got to think about the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, what have I done?
What have I done with myself?
I have learned nothing.
Wait, what? Hey, dude, you've learned chlorotis.
Chlorotisness, remember?
That almost sounds like...
term, chlorotisness.
That almost sounds like clitoritis.
It might as well be, because... Wait, clematis? That's a...
Clematis? Yeah.
Clematis.
Clematis. I love that vine.
Clematatas. Wait, could that be
I thought
like...
there was a cream for that.
Like, could that sound any more... Wow.
Is that what happens when
Hello.
it hurts when you pee?
Yes, the clematata.
I got the clematis.
The clemaclapatus.
The clematis.
The clemaclapatatas.
The clematatas. That's a whole other
Sam.
song.
I'm going to have to mark this one as contains inappropriate content.
Yeah, this is the
Adult
dirty...
content. This is the dirty podcast.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
a
the
dirty episode.
It's the dirty of the whole.
Yep,
It's
yep,
not
the
even
dirt
dirty.
out.
It's like PG-13.
It is like PG-13.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Easy.
Well,
This
okay.
is
talk
like
about
Disney.
tatas. And
Yeah.
Tatas.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Clematis.
let's think of
TTs
other
and tatas.
coxcomb.
Yeah.
Cax.
Don't touch my coxcomb because it looks like a brain.
You could touch my brain, but not my coxcomb. Well, my favorite subject was woody plants. Heyo. I love that when you introduce that to someone for the first time and they're just like, hee hee hee. It's like, grow up.
Well-
and then you turn around and you're like, hee hee, that is funny.
What about when you're talking about pruning trees and you have like the
crotch.
crotch?
I was
Crotch
totally,
angle?
I was thinking that we would, yeah, that was the one that just came out.
Yeah.
I was like, the crotch.
You got to be careful
I just
with
like to talk about crotches.
the branch union is now the official term.
Oh, they
Branch
changed it?
Union because
Yeah,
it was
they
too
changed
dirty.
it. Well,
Because if you go,
Yeah.
so if you take the arborist test now, it says branch union.
oh yeah, totally. Yeah, it's the same thing as the.
Can you write in? Can you write in crotch and just?
I'm going to. I'm totally.
I'm pruning it. I'm pruning it.
AKA
The crotch
crotch.
angle. Yeah,
Just making sure everybody
And
knows.
then I'm going to draw a penis
in the included
and call
bark.
it a stamen.
and call it a stamen.
Yeah, and say that's the male part.
That's the male part.
Yeah.
And then giggle like an 8th grader.
Oh, does the stamen dangle?
I hope so. Hey,
Not always.
Not always.
Yeah, if you look at a lily, it's just like bang,
Yeah,
that's true.
that stands at attention.
and you don't want to get the pollen on your face so much because it stains.
I was just about to say that stuff that'll stick for a while.
Prematurely.
There is
On
no
your
way.
clothes.
There's no way to hide that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. It is very obvious what you'd been doing after that.
Yeah,
Rubbing up against a lily.
yeah, climbing through the pollen like you're. They say it's high in protein, but I don't know.
Ay.
Ah, yes,
Vitamins and minerals.
that's right,
See, it's all in the dirt.
It's all about potassium
It's all about the potassium.
and the manganese.
and the boron.
And what other minerals can we talk about?
And the
Iron,
calcium.
calcium,
Calcium.
nitrogen.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm totally just throwing out words that I've heard you say before.
What did
Yeah.
I say? Did I already say phosphorus?
No, that's a new one.
About
There you go.
phosphate.
Oh, it was?
Hey, yeah, there you go.
Nitrates.
Well, I said nitrogen. Is
Yeah, but
nitrates
nitrate is different. It has a different atomic number.
It does have a different atomic number. You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm being schooled on science by my husband. This is really kind of.
I know, you just got sat inside. The person that was supposed to like major in chemistry.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like a second round college person. If I can't do it the first time, the third,
I'm going
and fourth.
back.
He's never finished till he's really finished.
Yeah, you just don't want to get slapped upside the head with the pollen. What? Have you ever
Slap
seen
it.
that? You ever seen that show?
No, go ahead.
Well, I can't remember, but the dude put it was like hair gel, you know.
Oh,
Something about Mary.
yes.
Yes.
Dang it.
Aha! I
It's
can
all
school
like-
you in the movies. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's funny.
he was pre-gaming or something. I don't know.
That's true. He said, yep. We'll just leave it at that.
If you've never seen the movie,
I don't-
it just shows our age. We're
I
just
don't
gonna
know enough
pass on
about it to...
that. I don't know about.
So someone said for us to get more listeners, we should do episodes on pot.
Pot,
Pot.
CBD.
Yeah.
Pot.
Yeah, I'm like, that's Probably a good idea.
Well, it's going to be a huge topic in 2020.
It will be huge.
It already is, really. God, what do you want to know?
Well, the hard part about talking about pot, I mean, you can talk about pot and CBD here. Unfortunately, you cannot actually really talk about the dissection of it because it's still not legal in Utah.
Yeah.
So you can only talk so much about, the plant, its purposes in theory. But in order, I mean, I'm not saying that everybody has to go out and get high, but the concept of like even being able to have that first person understanding of what does the plant do, how does it grow, even looking at it from greenhouse grower like you are, to be able to say, what does that look like? How would you potentially mass produce it? I mean, these are all interesting conversations to have. But again, there's only a certain level of information that you can get here because of the legal ramifications that are currently in place in our state.
So, but it is medicinally legal.
Yes.
Yeah.
As of right now.
It
right?
passed,
Yeah.
but they're not, it's like not available
Yeah.
anywhere. Like, I think you can get a CBD oil somewhere, right?
Oh, you can get it in Walmart.
Right now.
So
Yeah.
what? Okay, because this is okay. I'm totally gonna show my ignorance here because I legit do not. I understand that CBD oil is different from marijuana and pot, and like something's been extracted. So, educate me as much as you possibly can on any way of what the difference is between the CBD and the.
Ready, set, go.
Well, CBD is different from
THC.
THC. So that is the one that gets you high. Is the THC. Yeah. And the CBD oil is just it's an oil it's just an oil inside of it, right?
Yeah, so they're both oils and they're phenol. I can't remember. Like they're just oils of that plant. The CBD is the one that can help with anxiety and with inflammation, and the THC is more of like the mind.
Is it considered a psychoactive? Like
I don't know. I would say probably
like acid or
no, not hallucinogenically. No.
Oh, okay.
But psychoactive, that might just simply mean that
It messes with your brain a little bit.
well, maybe in a good way.
Yeah.
But that's I don't really know anything more than that. But they have separated those two out, and I think that was a big problem in the past, is where they're like, oh, well, if you're going to use cannabis, you're going to get high.
Yeah.
And it's just simply not like that anymore.
Well, it's such an amazing plant in general that, I mean, to be able to use that plant anyway, and so many people have a negative connotation to the cannabis plant, like to hemp and things of that nature as well. And I'm like, no, dude, like there's some really awesome stuff that can come out of that plant.
Hemp should never have been connected to marijuana. It has like minimal 1/100th of the percent of THC in hemp. You can't get high off of it. It was used as a textile, like in the 1800s. And you can make paper out of it. You can make linens out of it. You can do all this crazy, awesome stuff with it. It was basically our version of bamboo. And they made it illegal because the guys who controlled the papers or the cotton or whatever had enough money to pass legislation in connecting it to it. So the entire genus got illegaled. But it grows like freaking corn. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's tall.
And it can, you can make clothes and rope and all kinds of.
You can, I think
great
you can
things
even
out of
use
it.
it as like make floor with it, or like
Concrete.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Hempcrete.
Yeah, hempcrete. You mix it in with concrete, and it's like super strong.
Really?
And breathable.
But porous.
Porous. Yeah. Yeah. Who were we talking with that about? You brought it up. Did you bring it up? You brought it up. Hempcrete.
I've never even heard of hempcrete.
So it's strong enough that you can drive your car on it.
Well, like they used to make.
But yeah, it's porous enough that if you have trees nearby, that they can get water from when it rains. The water like percolates down through the concrete, and it can still provide water to plants.
Yeah, it's an amazing, hemp is amazing. And it got connected to marijuana somehow. Well, I mean, it's in the family. It's in the same family, but...
It is.
Yeah, totally lame. It was completely political. It's the downside of capitalism.
Well, and here's a little tidbit that you guys probably know, but I thought was kind of cool, is the closest relative to the cannabis plant is hops.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, like the hops vine.
Yeah. That's weird.
Humulus lupulus.
Is it because of the flower shape or what? DNA kind of connected them together?
Yes, DNA flower shape. They're not exact, but it's the closest relative to cannabis.
Can you crossbreed them and make a beer that gets you high? Oh wait,
I have no idea, but that would be
a very interesting experiment.
Well, if they're related,
it would be. It's a brownie hop.
A brownie hop. Yeah, there you go.
Brownie hop, awesome. This is very hoppy and hempy.
High.
It's hoppy. Man, you can market
hempy.
that. Dude.
Hoppy, hempy, and high right there.
Hoppy, hempy, and high. The 3 H's.
The 3 H. What about H3?
Let's do that. How about H to the 3rd power?
Yes.
Anyway.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that it was connected that way.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have thought about that.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to know that?
Well, you do now.
Because we're natural. Of course. Doesn't everybody know that?
But it would be kind of cool to somehow, graft maybe those two together and see what you come up with.
Well, it's not even a vine, so how does that work? Maybe you can
It's not, yeah.
It's in the same family? It's not in the same genus.
Not the same genus, but in the same family. But that's what I've heard. Genetically, it's the closest relative.
Well, that kind of makes a little bit of sense because you use the flowers or the buds for both, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the hop is the flower.
And if you've smelled both, there's a crazy similarity.
Purple sticky punch.
Yeah.
Do you ever see Biodome?
Not since it came out. I don't know what you're doing on your Saturday mornings.
Biodome, what the geek?
I love that show.
When did that come out?
Is that like the Greenhouse show?
Like 1999 or 98?
No, I think it was before then.
97?
I don't know. Google it. Google it.
It was when Pauly Shore still was popular.
Oh, that was the 80s.
It can't be the 80s. I mean, not that old.
Yeah,
Wait,
no.
what?
It was his
Really?
it was like his last
in the
movie.
mid-90s. It was like I'm guessing.
I think 98.
I say 97.
All right, I'll look it up.
Yeah, we're gonna like throw down right now and
Pauly Shore. Do a rendition of Pauly Shore real quick.
The only thing that comes to mind when I hear Pauly Shore is
What did you say?
97.
It's 96.
Oh, see, I was gonna go for 96.
Dude, I was going to say 87.
Polly, what happened?
No, 87. 87
That's
is
when I
not
was
that.
born. What are you talking about?
I'm not that young.
I guess
either.
there really was a biodome, though. There actually was a biodome where they locked people in, totally made them survive in there. But no, Pauly Shore.
I don't think that was before my high school days. Like, that was junior high level right there. Because, like, 87,
96.
I mean, legit in 87, I was, like,
A baby
kindergarten,
child. Oh, wow.
first grade.
Yeah.
I mean, I am an 80s child, for sure. Like, I grew up in the 80s. I was all about He-Man and She-Ra.
I would never admit to that.
So there.
And this
Adios.
and much more on The Price is Right. Bye-bye. All right. Well, there we go. Thanks so much for listening, everybody, to this episode. This is number 90. Thank you so much. If you like this podcast, share, like, subscribe. Just do those things. You don't need to go to Facebook. You don't need to go to the Twitter. And you don't need to go to our YouTube channel or anything like that. Just like, subscribe, and share. That's it. That'd be great. Thanks so much. I want to thank Brad. I want to thank my wife, Sani. This was a fun podcast. It was fun again to listen to. Take care of yourselves out there, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.